Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick little video in case you watched the press conference tonight and you're watching Dr. Fauci, I believe is his name, talking about the inflection point in the number of infections for the coronavirus. He used the term inflection point. Now, for those of you in calculus, this will make a whole lot of sense. Typically, when you have some sort of outbreak, some sort of infection, it follows an S curve. And you'll see the total number graph in front of you. This obviously aren't the actual numbers. It does follow an S curve. So what he was talking about is that hopefully we've reached a point right about here where the change, the daily change, becomes constant. We hit that inflection point of that S, and that's a point where the change in slope goes from positive going up and becomes negative. It starts decreasing. If you're going to graph the actual total numbers, you get that S curve. If you're going to graph the rate of change, you'll see I wrote little notations for the change between each dot. If you can think of that, of course, they're not the actual numbers, but the change in the number of cases every day of coronavirus that show up, that's what you're looking at here. That will form that curve. If you were graphing the rate of change, it goes 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 5, 8, 8. Notice right here, that's the inflection point where it flattens out, and then it starts coming back down. Down to 7, down to 5, down to 3, down to 2, and hopefully back down to 0. So, when you talk about integrations, derivations, if you're talking about position versus velocity, if we're talking about physics, that's what we're talking about. And that inflection point right there is when the slope of this graph gets to be 0. It goes from going up and starts coming down. Your rate of change is positive, and then the rate of change starts becoming negative. So if you saw the press conference, that's what he was talking about, and you may have seen that in math class or even physics class. And there you go.